Bud, you got to start us quick. We got to go.
All right.
We're going to do this on the fly.
On the fly. Hello, everybody.
Fly! Fly, monkeys, fly!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the wrestling show with the Hour of the Brood in the Forest.
Hello, everybody, and welcome.
I did a charity thing,
This is the
so I have no more hair.
BREWDCAST.
That's not true. You should see his pubes.
That's completely separate.
Is that a different charity?
Big fucking fro. Pubes
Absolutely not.
Pubes for kids.
Sounds lying.
I would never tell
Again. Again.
Jesus.
Again.
Oh.
Again.
Leon, you have better camera quality than I do for once.
Hey,
Well
one
done.
of these days,
better lighting.
one of these days, we're gonna learn how to be on time.
One of these days. Not
One of
today.
these- No,
Not
I will learn.
I'm gonna
I
talk.
will learn.
Town has to go to bed because he has an adult job.
Ugh.
So
I woke up. I
gonna-
woke it up. And I was awake and I was ready.
he was. He actually was. He sent me a message like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Well, it's Bud's fault."
I didn't
Yeah.
know what the fuck. I just said hello.
You implied what the fuck.
I did not.
It was an implication of I'm here and where the fuck's Bud.
No. As many times as I'm fucking sleepy or forgot, I would have absolutely not never.
Yeah, you're kind
Love you, bud.
You're kind of a dick.
I love you, bud.
He is not. I love you too, Leon.
But I am a dick. He is not being inaccurate there.
He's a whole ass. Not an asshole. He's a whole ass.
I'd argue on both.
I'm just gonna call you a whole ass.
So this podcast is off to a rousing start. I'm Bud. That's Town, and that's Leon's cat, Ninja. Ninja, right?
He knows my kitty's name.
Whole ass and shithead over there.
Leon, let's just troll Town for 30 minutes.
We can do this.
Hey.
Lead the way. Lead the way, my friend.
You don't want to do that because then Town will get crabby. And crabby Town's not fun.
He's prickly. Leon, he's prickly.
If we keep this up, hey.
Put a beard on my shirt.
If we keep this up, you're gonna end up in my locker room. I'm punching Leon in the face, and somebody's throwing a chair at Bud's face. Leon's gonna be on the ground, and Bud's gonna be that.
Will you stop leaking everything to the dirt sheet down?
Oh, did we just lose Town?
Absolute dare. I think Town froze. Town's frozen.
Oh, fuck.
We can talk all the shit we want now.
Somebody call up Dave. Dave!
All right.
We have some
Here's
dirt.
what we're all giving Dave while Town is frozen.
So Town is
Let's leak the really bad stuff. Wait, no, that doesn't reflect well on us either. Never mind. Burn it all.
That's an excellent shot.
This is going to be our quote. It really is. It's a good shot of him right now.
Oh,
You can
Christ.
still hear everything we're saying. It was all Bud's idea, Town. It was all Bud. This is our cold opening right here.
Oh, it is. Oh, my God. He says he's still here. This is a cold everything. That's what this
You
is.
should have heard all the shit Bud was talking about you. It was
Leon,
terrible. I told him, shut up or I'd
Leon.
punch him in the mouth.
Leon, the whole time I heard everything you were saying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
I told Bud I would punch him in the mouth.
Pardon me, you're a whole ass. That's my bad. You're a whole ass.
I am a whole ass.
This
This is the worst. This is the worst podcast we've ever had. I froze for a while.
false. This is the worst wrestling podcast we've ever had. That I would give you.
What was the worst podcast we ever had? There was something worse than this?
Probably
This is
our
bad.
first one. Probably our first one.
Oh, because we didn't know what we were doing. Not that we know what the fuck we're doing now, but
No, not at all.
Yes, we are seasoned veterans at this point.
let's talk about random shit. What are we talking about? Somebody instead of I don't even know.
Fire away, my friends.
Did you know Randy is a girl's name?
It's also a feeling.
What the fuck? Did anybody watch Dynamite yet?
I did not.
I am not. I generally on Wednesday watch Dynamite or Rampage and then Dynamite.
Yeah,
I have not caught up.
Leon doesn't like Dynamite. They don't have enough hosses. He needs some guys that can't actually work. He needs like more Braun Strowman.
We're doing this. We are doing this now, are we?
Well, you're being a smartass, so I can be a smartass right back. I did hear that they're gonna do a Braun Strowman Omos feud, and I heard Leon.
I saw that, and
I heard Leon get a chub all the way like 5 states away.
Okay. All right. Let me explain myself here. I actually enjoyed that series of like two. Fuck you. Fuck you. That series of like 2 or 3 matches that they had Strowman do with Show, where Show fucking walked him through some actually pretty good stuff.
Yeah, but Show walked in.
There's no Show in this one.
No.
There's nobody walking the other through this.
I think
it's going to be a fucking train wreck.
I think we can all agree, based on what Leon just said, that Omos pretty much is the new Big Show. That's kind of what you said, right, Leon?
Is that what you took from what I said, bud?
I don't know.
Did you take that from what I said?
I don't have any idea what's happening.
I told you not to fucking troll me. And you didn't listen, and now you're going to get it the whole time. I'm excited now. I agree, though. That is going to be...
I did genuinely, like, as much shit as I talk about him, I did genuinely enjoy Strowman working with fucking Big Show. Because Big Show actually brought him... He carried his ass through some good shit.
I think Strowman's very, very capable. I think he's... I think if you pushed him right, I think he could be huge. But Vince was Vince, so...
I mean, if he's got somebody to lead him the fucking way, yeah.
Maybe he needs a manager, like Adam Cole, but we'll just change his name to Budge.
Budge. You know it's all about the Budge.
Did y'all know that Malachi Black got a new head tattoo?
Did you know that? Did you know that he supposedly got released, but then it turns out he didn't get released? And then he's going to be gone for a while, and now he's coming back in like a month.
He says that he is not. He's coming back when he's ready to AEW.
Apparently, he did some big old IG live or something talking shit about the dirt sheets.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of the.
Did the Bucks do that too? Is that also the Bucks' fault? Did they talk shit about Malachi? Are they talking shit about everybody?
I have heard that somebody leaked shit about Malachi. He was not happy about it. However, he did not go into a locker room and punch anybody out. He just...
I think that's the answer. I tell you what, if I was in a locker room with Leon and I found out he was talking shit, I'd punch him multiple times too. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I'd just hit him. I might just fucking hit him to hit him. I
would go...
Like it's Tuesday and I'm bored, so I'm going to punch Leon.
I would go to a podcast and I would air my grievances there. I think that's the best, most appropriate thing to do.
I'd also take a shit in Leon's bag.
Work the eyebrow town.
That's too old.
Work the eyebrow.
Just take a shit in a bag.
You can't do that anymore. That's too old.
You can't?
No, you can't.
Somebody's got to bring that gimmick back. That should be a gimmick. Just have Seth Rollins come on Raw with his bag. Somebody shit in my shit. Then the only correct answer would be Hornswoggle.
I mean, he's still. I mean, he's not in the E, but he's still doing it. He's from Green Bay. Did you know that? Or lives in Green Bay?
Yeah, he's from Green Bay. He's from Wisconsin.
I was at his last indie show before he got brought up down in Milwaukee before I moved out here, and I also got to see Samoa Joe and Abyss beat the fuck out of each other on that same show. It's a good time.
Yeah. That sounds nice. I actually also saw him on a show in Green Bay.
Really as large as I thought he was, but Joe was bigger than I thought he was.
I mean,
Joe's a big dude.
He's large human, yes. I actually like. I'm not saying Abyss is small by any mean, but I thought he was bigger.
Joe's a pretty muscular guy. He's got a good build. Mm-hmm. Abyss is just kind of not the same. He works for the E now. He's a road agent.
Oh, he is. I did not know that.
Unless they fired him, who knows?
And he was he was on screen a couple times a while back too. Yeah. But you can never tell it's him because he looked more like Joe E. Park at that point.
TNA sucked, unfortunately.
A little bit.
Bad.
I mean, some good guys came out of it, but
the beginning I wanted them to be good, but. Yeah, you're.
What else is going on in the world of wrestling?
Have y'all seen Santana Jackson? I'm trolling from Reddit. So I'm just picking
who? Hey, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I don't mean to spoil this, but I want you to know who opened Dynamite tonight in the ring.
Is it Santana Jackson?
No.
Because I'd be down for that.
Was it Hulk Hogan?
No.
Okay, good.
It was a man with pizza.
Seriously?
No, they fucking didn't.
Luigi opened it. Yeah, he was on the screen first.
See, and I was like,
"Get the fuck out of here!" Even after Miro was fucking trolling him on Twitter or whatever.
I think everybody's trolling him, but he wasn't. Okay, Chris Jericho's having a celebration.
Hold on.
Oh, that's why he's out there. Okay,
that's why he ordered pizzas and he brought the
pizza. Jesus fuck.
Okay.
And then he got the shit knocked out of him by somebody. I don't remember who knocked the shit out of him.
I'm like 50-50 on that guy. He's kind of cool, but if he doesn't show up in AEW again, that would be okay.
Yeah.
And his whole gimmick apparently is just talking like a bad Italian caricature, and
yeah,
he can be gone and stay gone.
I think he should go to the E and have a feud with Omos.
Okay,
I'm here for it.
Leon's favorite wrestler.
It's another segment I can. I don't
think he has any wheels. I don't think he like. I've watched him and I've listened to him and I've Danhausen has a hell of a character and Danhausen has presence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not always impressed with Danhausen's work. He's solid but not great. But I look at Danhausen and Danhausen is a really marketable guy. I look at him and Luigi's work is so fucking basic and there's not really that it factor or that spark. It's just he's got a funny gimmick. That's his whole shtick. Like Orange Cassidy.
And he does. Yeah,
Orange
he does
Cassidy has
that gimmick fucking pizza dough thing and
yeah. And Orange Cassidy on the other hand is like, yeah, his gimmick can be funny, but he's got like a weird charisma and like he's unique and he works and he can actually wrestle like a motherfucker. And it looks like I look at those guys and I'm like, he's not like that.
Yeah.
I have called Danhausen a bargain basement Orange Cassidy.
You have, yes.
Just to spite Bud a few times. But Luigi Primo is like, there's no substance to him. It's just pizza, spin it. I'm Italian.
I mean,
I'm funny,
which is fine. That's cool, but like he doesn't really have a spot in AEW unless they're gonna put him on. Unless they're gonna have like a third dark show.
Well, unless you're gonna use him how they used him tonight. They used him tonight quite correctly, and it was pretty much.
That's fair. Yeah.
It was. He can't do anything besides comedy.
Get him a paycheck or a paycheck. Whatever.
I thought you were going to say a parakeet, and I was
like, parakeet.
Why are we getting him a parakeet? What the fuck are we doing?
Is he going to have a like generic? Well, not generic. Like a reduced pirate gimmick. Put him Put a parakeet on his shoulder.
We just came up with this gimmick for him.
I'm an Italian pirate. Pizza.
Who makes pizza?
I'm a pirate.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard. But at the same time, I kind of want to fucking see it.
It's his entire fucking gimmick for him. Congratulations, people. You've seen everything he can do now.
That's the problem with him, though. He can't do anything. Like
you're welcome, Luigi.
He can't really work. His matches.
Hey, we're saving people time here. We're doing a public service town.
Okay. Yeah, so he was on there tonight. The show was good, actually.
Okay.
It wasn't probably as, I mean, it wasn't as good as last week, but it was still pretty good. There were still some moments I was like, they had some cool promos. Saraya came out and she had a promo, and it felt forced, I want to say.
Oh,
like
really?
Forced. It just didn't seem quite now. You'll have to watch it, then we'll talk about it later. But it felt forced to me, and it's like they're trying to make her like Miss Good Guy, and she's all buddy with the baby faces, and that doesn't always land for me, I guess. So
interesting.
But the rumor is she's going to fight Britt, which I think is cash money. I think that's what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's some cool shit. It's a good show. Give it a watch. We'll talk about it later. But Luigi Primo did technically open Dynamite. It's fucking weird. I look at my screen. He's standing in the corner of the ring spinning the pizza. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ask for your pizza.
Is anybody watching Raw yet? Or SmackDown?
No.
No.
I canceled my Peacock subscription.
I tried, and I'm just.
So the verbiage that I keep getting is, I've read this. I heard this from Alvarez, but I heard it from other people too. Is that the show Monday Night Raw is a lot better? The problem is they have a 10-minute segment then an 18-minute match, then a 10-minute segment then an 18-minute match, and it's not a lot's happening because Triple H is booking it like it's NXT, where your shows are just kind of shows and everything builds to the pay-per-view, which I'm not necessarily opposed to. But when you have 3 hours of TV and you're not really doing anything, like you got to do a little bit of something. And that's just what it sounds like. So all the feuds are like basically being built up, and there's not really anything too dramatic or exciting happening. And I just think 3 hours is too long.
Is the White Rabbit?
It's Bray. We talked about that last week. You weren't here because you were sleeping. We're not talking about it again. Sorry.
Okay.
Although I did just read a interesting theory that it's Edge, because they're alluding to some stuff that happened with him, with one of the, some of the stuff like in the promos that they're doing, like alludes to different opponents that he's taken out, that Edge has taken out. It's possible.
I don't think it's Edge. I don't think they would do that they don't need to do that with Edge. This is going to be Bray. It's going to be huge. I watched a segment from SmackDown that I thought was amazing.
Okay.
And you're going to be stunned because it involves Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn. They ripped off his shirt, and they acted like he wasn't part of the Usos or whatever. Then they got him his own shirt that said official Us, and it was done so perfectly because Sami Zayn looked like he was gonna fucking cry when they ripped the shirt off. Don't you ever wear that shirt again? And then they had the thing where like, you're an Us, here's your shirt. It was fucking, dude, it was amazing. And Roman Reigns was fucking fantastic in that segment. I know you don't want to hear that, Leon, but that's the truth. Like, it was. I have to find it and play it for you guys because it was fucking. That was just. I was sitting there like, holy fuck, dude, that is really, really good. That is really, really good.
I have heard a lot about the Sami Zayn stuff with the Usos and it sounds good. Like, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that they're doing something with that stable, because it's gotten stale. But now it looks like they're picking it up.
Leon's here. We're talking about Roman. I still think you need to separate those belts. I think they need 2 belts again. I don't know how you do it. Obviously Sami Zayn's gonna go face at some point, right?
Maybe
he's gonna be the one to take. Is he gonna be the one to tear asunder the bloodline?
No, I don't think so.
Fuck.
I don't think so.
Well, that's unfortunate. You got my hopes up, bro.
I don't think they're gonna have a situation where he puts one title on the line and Austin Theory cashes in the middle of the match and pins the other guy to get the belt off of him, then Roman doesn't have to lose.
Oh God.
I almost think they're gonna do that, but that's a Vince move. Maybe they won't do that. Maybe I'm completely off base, but they do have to. They do have to separate those belts. And I think Cody's getting one at Mania, which is totally fine. I don't know about the other thing I learned tonight, and I'm not a fan of this at all, is that the casino chip, you can cash that in anytime you want.
Yeah,
and I don't like that.
Hasn't that been the thing since? Actually,
I thought it was always like they had to cash it in on a specific pay-per-view.
Yeah, or you can use it to like say I'm gonna have a match this day. I won the battle royal. I get my match. They're saying now that he can cash it in whenever he wants. That's the gimmick. Which is just like Money in the Bank, and it's making me go, oh, why are we fucking doing this?
Seriously,
not a fan.
Make it its own thing. Like, yeah, Money in the Bank's a hell of a concept. Obviously,
Money in the Bank was a hell of a concept. Now it's just beaten into the ground and fucking totally worthless. I don't care about it.
Nice cash in.
They gave it to Otis and then didn't give him. He didn't even get to cash in. They just took it away from him.
Yeah, that was
stupid.
That was an interesting choice there.
Stupid. It was stupid to give it to him in the first place.
Yes.
And it was stupid to take it away from the way they did.
Yes.
They had no foresight, and that they're doing more and more shit like that. Just like giving that thing to Austin Theory. Why would you give it to him? Is he Austin Theory again, or is he just Theory? I think he got his name back.
I think he got his name back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I have no idea.
I mean, they're trying to push him. I'm not entirely sure why, but that's Mr. because McMahon. I don't know his deal.
He's not. He's talented.
Yeah.
I think he's a little got forced because Vince liked him and decided he was going to make him a star. We'll turn him heel, pal, and he'll be my guy. And then it's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. He's young and he's hip and he likes to take selfies. What the fuck? What the fuck are you on? The fuck are you on? Oh my god, I don't miss Vince. I really don't miss Vince. I feel like I'm close to watching some WWE.
Somewhere like Prince Pretty is screaming.
I'm very I'm like the next pay-per-view they have. I feel like I'm actually going to turn it on. I might be doing something.
Is that when Bray's going to show up?
I don't know. But I feel like I'll turn it on and actually watch it because I'm curious.
Because I'll watch that.
The other piece of that though is the matches are getting better, so that's another thing. They just drop the ball with so many fucking guys. It's hard to like you can't fix Kofi anymore. Kofi was like the most over guy they had for a while. They fucked that up. Braun Strowman was over. They fucked that up. And now you're trying to like salvage these people. Like Kevin Owens was booked like shit for 5-6 years. How do you save that? You know, you put him back to his old character and let him go, which is fine, but still, he did a lot of stupid shit for a long time and was pretty irrelevant and stupid. So that's hard. That's a hard thing to come back from.
Yeah, it's hard to buy him as the prize fighter again after all the shit they've had him do. Why you go on mute?
I'm gonna sneeze.
Good luck, Town.
Town ain't making sneeze faces. Like he going fart.
Leon scared me now. I'm
not
gonna
do it. We wrecked it?
Yeah, Leon ruined my sneeze.
They're scared out of you?
Leon ruins everything.
It is my lot in life.
What else do we have, bud? Keep going.
Sure. Oh fuck! I closed my browser. Go me.
The White Rabbit's big. We talked about that.
Yeah, I don't.
Beat your head.
That's Adventure Time. I don't think we want to talk about Adventure Time unless we do.
Adventure Time?
Yeah.
What's Adventure Time?
Adventure Time? Come on.
Adventure Time?
Come on, bring your friends. We're going to very distant lands.
Going to
Ben, Jake, and Marceline, and also something. I'm doing that wrong. Okay.
All right. Good time. Not sure what's going on, but I like it.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's his whole fucking life, ladies and gentlemen. He says that every day at all times. I don't know what's going on, but I'm happy.
That's my whole life.
Yeah, that's definitely no. That's not me. Jesus Christ! I wish that was me.
Okay.
You are kind of a moody bastard.
Not that I want to be that way.
You shouldn't have bothered Tom. That's what I'm learning. What do we got, bud? Hit me with anything.
I'm trying to find stuff. Nobody cares about wrestling this week, I guess.
Do you know what? Yeah, there's nothing going on for wrestling.
Yeah, that's
real calm.
That was the real problem coming into this. I was like, what the fuck even happened?
We started 30 minutes late. We have to end early, so it's going to be super short. It's been a complete train wreck. I froze for a while. Leon talked a bunch of shit. It's just this has been the
nobody best talked any shit. That's all in your head.
Are you still going to fly up here because I called you out on something, and then I'll headbutt your taint?
Just
headbutting Leon's taint.
Oh.
Someone else's head.
Oh dear.
I don't know if I'm that flexible. Pretty sure I'm not.
I'm not going to use your head. I don't think you're that. I'm not that flexible. I couldn't fucking do that. Bud probably could. Bud does yoga. Bud's the yoga guy.
I do too.
Fine.
But, not currently practicing. I need to get back into it.
Eating a pudding cup off your chest like this doesn't count as yoga, Leon. Just letting you know.
Motherfucker, I've done actual yoga. And DDP yoga.
Okay, but hold on. Bud's laughing because he can picture you eating a pudding cup just like that. Just like this laying here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be Leon.
No, I caught that. Yeah, no.
I found a picture of CM Punk.
I had no argument for that.
He looks very happy, and he has an arm brace on.
I saw that.
I've eaten lots of things like that. What? Huh?
Who? What?
A Bud? What?
Who looks happy?
Punk.
CM Punk.
I think he's coming back. I don't think they're going to get rid of him.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm not sold either way, to be honest.
I'm over it. Like I was irritated by what happened, but I'm over it. I want those guys to come back because I think they have value.
I want them to come back. I don't know that Punk will. The Elite's going to come back. It's their company basically. But I don't know if
Tony's
Punk.
Company. Let's be real. It is fucking Tony's company.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
That's what we're learning.
Like they're not suffering one iota without those 3 or those 4.
They're not. They're actually. They leaned into Mox, which was really good because Mox is the guy. Mox is their ace. They leaned into him, and the tag team division's fine. The trios division, other than the fact that they gave it to a team that didn't need it, and I'm still mad about that. The trios, that's all fine. Everything's fine.
Go back to the last one.
I think we should give Pac 2 more belts.
I think that's an excellent idea.
But I think he should beat Orange Cassidy for both of those belts in the same
match.
Because that seems to be what works.
Well, by that logic, you would actually have to give him a belt, and they're not going to do that.
No. We're vacating this belt. It's going to be Pac and Orange Cassidy. Do it 2 weeks in a row. Put the same match out there with the same ending, and just be like, "Oh my God, Orange Cassidy came so close to beating Pac that time, but he never will."
Did you know the Lucha Brothers can balance sneakers on their heads really well? I can see it on Instagram. It's excellent.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel.
I've been scrolling for a while. I don't know what else to. You got Rhea Ripley whispering something into Shelton Benjamin's ear.
That's not Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it Rey Mysterio's kid?
No, it's Shelton.
She's been doing that. She's been doing that to Rey Mysterio's kid.
I can tell the difference between Shelton Benjamin and Dominic.
I don't know that for a fact. They're pretty similar.
Oh, good Lord. No, it's on Instagram.
Town.
What'd you say, Leon?
You don't give Bud enough credit. He can absolutely tell the difference between those two.
You never know.
I am not colorblind, despite what people say. I mean, I might have said that, several years ago.
Who calls you colorblind?
I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I've never called you colorblind. Of the three of us, you're the best dresser.
Oh boy.
But that's not saying a whole hell of a lot. Just throwing that out there. I mean, look at what Leon wears.
I mean,
other than his bedazzled underwear.
I do like your shirt this week, though. I appreciate you rocking that shirt.
Who me or Leon?
Leon, I do like your sweatshirt, but I've mentioned that before.
It's my sexy sweatshirt.
It's your sexy.
When I'm feeling frisky, I wear this. Watch out. That's a cat shirt. We don't need that on here. This isn't a fucking cat podcast.
With the beard. It could be. Who the hell knows?
It's surfing.
Hey, if it was,
this week it could be any fucking anything.
This makes no fucking sense.
Reality can be whatever I want it to be.
Good luck fucking editing this, because there's no way.
It's like 20 minutes. 10 minutes.
I think you just post it and be like, fuck it.
That might be what happens.
Just make the title.
Clap it on up there. No editing this week, folks.
Leon, stop zooming the camera in on your mouth.
It's
looks like a boar's butthole.
Oh
no, he said
this week on the BREWDCAST, ladies and gentlemen,
a boar's butthole.
This is the BREWDCAST version of Vince McMahon WWE Raw. 5 minutes for a slip.
Yes,
everything is nothing.
Yes.
For the show.
I shouldn't have said anything. This could have been really meta. Oh well.
It's fucking perfect. It's fucking perfect.
Did Mox and Juice Robinson happen this week?
Yes, they did. It did.
Was it fire? Good.
It was pretty good, yeah.
I was looking forward to that. So
Bandito looked really good too.
Bandito's really fucking good. Like,
I don't know why they're not hiring him. I don't know what the deal is.
It's a good question.
Same thing with Juice Robinson. They should hire both those guys.
I think Juice is happy in NJPW. I don't think he's coming back to the States anytime soon.
That's what we thought. Then people come back. I don't know.
I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. The flip side of that.
Being closer to your betrothed is, kind of a big selling point.
Stan Hansen should have came back in the 90s.
Yeah, I agree. Was he betrothed to somebody?
Stan Hansen? I don't know two shits about him. He ripped out Vader's eye.
What?
He was
He did. You never heard that story?
I've never heard that story.
He ripped out Vader's eye. Vader had to push his eye back in the middle of the match.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Was it rip it out? I thought it was from a strike. He was trying to tear it out.
Maybe he hit it out, but either he knocked it out. He knocked it out or ripped it out.
Either way,
fucking way.
But yeah, it was like bulging out of his fucking head. Yeah.
Yeah, and he had to shove her back in.
I just saw a picture about Stan Hansen. It was a recent photo of Akira Taue and Stan Hansen.
No, it was Kawada.
No, it's Akira.
No, not Kawada. Fuck. It was Kobashi.
It's not. I'm looking at the top here.
I love that you're looking at the pictures. I love that you're looking at it. We have both now argued with you about what you were looking at that we are not looking at. Fucking Dominic Mysterio.
You're talking about the one that was on Reddit though recently, right?
I don't know. It was 15 hours ago. I'm gonna post it in the chat.
Okay, never mind.
I'm telling you, man.
The one I'm talking about was like the last week or so, but not 15 hours ago.
Stan Hansen was a scary guy.
He doesn't look so scary in this picture.
He looked like a happy grandpa in the one I saw him in.
He looks like a happy grandpa. That's a very accurate point.
Yeah, it was Leon, the one I saw was him and Kobashi.
Leon,
and I ended up following Kobashi on Instagram because of it, because I found out Kobashi has a really cute cat.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I like cats.
I hope you look that good when you're old.
Like a cat.
Me too. No, seriously, I'm saying that with all due respect and admiration. He looks like a happy grandpa right now.
Looks good, actually.
He does.
He's a scary fucker.
Yeah.
Scary.
Not in that picture.
Considering he didn't wear contacts and motherfucker was like legally blind throwing that fucking lariat.
Kind of like Towns' working punches, huh?
Kind
They
of.
were never stiff.
Not at all.
Or my working punches.
Yeah, your working punches either were like 10 feet away or halfway into your skull.
Yeah.
It was either sloppy and terrible or like, oh, this fucker's hitting me in the head for real. It was never like a. Never a good one.
I think you busted my nose open a couple of times. I don't remember when I broke it, but you busted it open a couple times.
But like slam your head back to the mat. The whole mounted punches thing. I know. I understand my flaws back then. Now,
you never quite knew what you were getting with Leon. That was the best part. It was
That's
like,
fine.
am I about to have like an easy match, or am I about to fucking die? I had a match with Leon once, and it was like fucking Nemo and Jeb, and I was expecting stupid comedy, and the first thing he did was like hit me in the fucking forehead for real. And I was like, God damn it! It's a fucking joke match. You're popping me in the forehead. You could throw a punch 8 feet away, and no one will care. It's fucking comedy. Here's Leon. Pow! Oh, fuck. Then you go into a main event with Orgasmo, and he throws a punch. The match
needed some realism.
He throws a punch and like it's this far away from your face. You're like trying to lean in so you can like make it look good. It's like, what the fuck, Leon?
Yeah.
That when you threw big boots.
Big boots, yeah.
Those were either like those either hurt like fucking like a motherfucker, or
those
it was
an adventure.
Yeah. Or it'd be like too low and it'd hit you like in the stomach. You're gonna pull your head down.
Yeah, I had one or two of those. Yeah.
Where Leon's big boots were always an adventure. And you never quite. There was one time he threw a big boot and he threw it through my head.
Ow.
And it was just boom, and you're just like, oh fuck. I think I was like Devo too, and I think I was wearing the ski mask so I couldn't fucking see. I hated that ski mask. That was the stupidest thing I ever fucking wore. Because you couldn't see it, it'd turn on your head, so your eyes would be covered, and you'd be like looking at the side of my head, and I'd just be like, fuck. And then something would happen, and you like try to like take a punch, or you'd sell too early or too late, or so I was fucking that thing, and it was hot, and it was like August. We were outside.
Yeah, that was like delayed reactions with Devo. Yeah,
Devo was. I got rid of the ski mask though, and then I went. I don't know what the fuck his gimmick was. It was very bizarre.
He was Devo.
Then I went back to the ski mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But those big boots were scary.
Yeah.
Those big boots were scary. Or Leon on a fucking ladder. Never ever.
Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah, booking me on a ladder was always a bad idea.
I don't think we did it that often, did we?
No.
Was our last match a later match?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I feel like it was.
No. The last match you guys had was a Texas death match where you had to answer the 10 count or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Me and Rainville had the ladder match.
Yeah.
He was also just a joy to have on the ladder because you never quite knew what the fuck you were gonna get out of him. I'm gonna do a fucking flip off a ladder and land on you. Okay, is it gonna hurt? No. And then he fucking does it. It's like, oh my god, you just killed me. And then the next time he does something, and it's like, did you even
he's over there.
Touch me? Yeah, just
light as a feather, stiff as a funk.
He did a fucking swanton once, and he's standing on the ladder and like, I'm here, and he fucking lands 8 feet that way. Just like,
I don't
sell it. Pin me, I guess. Whatever.
I don't think he did that many ladder spots with me, like, where he came off the ladder onto me. Because when we first started, I would just move because I'm like, I'm not taking that. Like every time I just moved. I'm like, I'm not taking a moonsault.
I fucking remember one time with him. I took a frog splash. It would have been before my senior year. It was right during football. And we had a fucking old like piece of wood from a picnic table that we were using in that match. And I don't know why. It was just like the bench of the picnic table. And he put it on me to do a frog splash. And his frog splashes were never bad. Like I never cared taking those. And that time, holy fuck, did he kill me? He hit that and I'm just like, oh, my fucking sternum hurts. I'm trying to catch my breath, and he pinned me because I'm like, fuck, I'm done. Fuck it. Okay. It was a bored and hardcore match.
Goddamn leg.
just fucking pin me. I'm done. That fucking hurt. Yeah, no, he was. It was interesting who fuck moves up, and who got stiff, and it was everybody kind of did it to everybody at one point. But Leon was really erratic for a while. You were better at the end. At the beginning, it was really, really bad.
Yeah.
You kicked me in the nuts once, bud.
I did?
And it was supposed to be a working kick in the nuts. This was a long fucking time ago. This was in the basement. Like fucking probably in the first 3 months we were doing it. You gave me a low blow, and I swear to God, you broke my balls. I just laid on the floor, and I thought I was like fucking half crying and shit. And it was in the middle of a match. I had to walk away from the match. My balls hurt so bad, and I was just like, I'm just sitting there like, oh my fucking God. And it wasn't like you didn't do it on purpose. It was just boom. I'm just like, oh fuck, and I just went down. And it was me and you, or no, it was me and Dear Leader against you and Borden. It was like, or it might have been either way. It was the four of us. We had some kind of tag team match. You just booted me in the nuts. I rolled over the fucking couch. I went to the back by the old sink. I was sitting by the sink holding my balls like, oh my God, for like 10 fucking minutes. Then I came back and I had a broom and I broke the light.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that. And that was just it. I had nut trauma that day. That fucking hurt. I remember that. Because you get clipped in the balls, but that was like Bud Robinson just kicking a fucking field goal.
Yeah.
And I shot up in the air, and then I'm just like, okay. I just fucking went.
It looked really good. It looked excellent. Well,
that's great because it fucking hurt. That was the hardest nut shot I ever got in the history of WWE.
That was payback for giving me a concussion with that pallet.
You're welcome, I guess.
Ow.
Yeah, that was a bad one. That was the stiffest nut shot I've ever had. Leon made me. Now we're just talking about WWE. This is great. We're just talking about hurting each other. Whatever. Fuck it. That's where this went.
Swing it back and forth.
Leon once the Highway to Hell match we had, that was the 4-way between us, or the 5-way it must have been. Borden was in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the last summer. And we were over when you won the match and went over and got the belt. You took out Borden and won the match, grabbed the belt. And Leon and I were fighting over there, and he gets on top of me, and he's punching, and he punches the top of my head. And he's not hitting me hard, but he's pushing the head down. The teeth in the back of my head bit into the back of my gums.
Ah, Jesus.
And there's just fucking blood running out of my mouth. Oh, and I was just like, what the fuck, Leon? You're pushing on the top of my head. You're punching the fucking dirt. And there's dirt flying everywhere, and you're pushing on my head. And I'm just biting my own gums. I was like, how the fuck did this just happen? And fucking blood pouring out of my mouth.
Oh,
in my defense, I was left unsupervised.
I was there. You were supervised. You just didn't know what the fuck you were doing. Yeah.
Okay,
sure, we'll go with that. Good. I think the worst one I ever had, though, the worst pain other than the nut kick, was the chain ladder match I had with Jensen.
Oh God.
Which was fun. It was a fun match.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 minutes in, I accidentally whipped the back of his head with a chain, and I'm like, we got to get rid of the chain because we can't do it. And I went for a fucking spear because he wanted me to spear him off the ladder. I'm like, okay, and I try to get to the side of him as I'm going down, and he turns into me and just drives his knees into my ribs. So I land on the ground right on his fucking knees.
Jesus.
And I just land, and I'm just like, oh, that fucking hurt. That one fucking hurt.
That would suck.
That one fucking hurt. That was a fun match.
Sounds unfortunate.
Yeah, I think my worst injury in WWE was when Jensen broke my ribs, when he landed on my ribs with that elbow, because I was doing a side effect, I think.
Yeah, he just there for a while there, that was kind of his MO, was hurting your ribs.
Yeah.
Leon's MO was to punch you in the head or boot you in the head.
Remember when I concussed myself?
When did you do that? I vaguely remember that.
Trying to do a knee drop on you.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yup.
How did you concuss yourself doing
worst
a knee
drop ever?
Apparently,
was Rainville's response afterwards.
It was bad. I remember that.
Oh,
I landed my head on your knee or some shit. And
that's not a knee drop.
No, it was like he was trying to land in a 69. That's like that's how he did the knee drop. That's why you hit my head. You were at the wrong fucking angle. You didn't come at me where perpendicular. You came at me fucking parallel. You dropped that knee parallel, and I was sitting there, and I'm still on the knee, so I like flail up with my legs, and there's Leon's head. Boom! I remember that. He was trying to 69 me.
I mean, that's sweet, just not in the middle of a match.
Yeah, we gotta wait for later for that one.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember the backdrop you gave Rainbow where you just fucking dropped him right on his head.
Oh, Jesus, God.
You heard a crack on the camera, and fucking Leon's just like, "Oh my God, I killed him!"
Fortunately,
Rainbow's like,
"No, I'm fine." Fuck, I can't remember, but you heard it. Yeah,
it was fun. Yeah. I also remember the time, Town can't throw lefts. You guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I had my surgery, so like my left arm's not quite in coordination. And I was working with Rainville, and we did some spot. He's like, "You got to punch me, pull me out of the corner and punch me." Well, he's got my right arm, so I got to pull him and punch him with my left. I just fucking cold like I just pow. He's just like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "I can't throw lefts. I can't throw lefts." It was all I had to throw right because I could not control that left hand well enough. That one was funny. I'm sure you all probably got tagged with a towny left that did not feel good.
Probably. I got tagged with a lot of your punches left and right that did not feel good. You always tend to hit me in the chest, and I would just like, I'm pretty sure my sternum goes like this now because of it.
It depended. It kind of depended on what we were doing and where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I connected with mine though. I always thought you should connect. That was my opinion. But so did Leon.
One time I fucking nailed Rainville legit with that uppercut.
I remember that too.
Right here. I was like, "Fucking hit me!" I was
like
begging him to hit me in the ring. He's like, "Shut the fuck up. Let's keep going."
I remember that too. Do you remember the early days of Rainville's super kick?
Perhaps.
Those hurt. Because he didn't understand the whole Shawn Michaels concept of kick the guy here.
Oh, yeah.
It was...
Yeah.
Boom!
Right in the face.
He kicked me once in the face, and I had fucking like a burn from his shoe.
Oh, Jesus.
That fucking hurt.
Red burn.
Yeah, some of those moves taken was... Some of that shit Then when I had the pedigree as a finisher, that was brutal.
There was a couple of them that I took like head right in the ground.
Yeah, I tried to let go of arms.
I was very proud of my pedigree taking.
I don't remember giving you one, but I'm sure I did. None of them stick out. Wait, yeah, they do. Because I remember the first time I gave you a pedigree, you went to your knees, you didn't go to your stomach, and I racked my nuts on the back of your head.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I did that. That was the first one. I'm pretty sure I yelled at you and told you to go flat. Because like my balls were hurting after that. Because his head like went down and then bounced up. I'm just like, "Oh fuck." My balls.
Yeah, I hurt you and myself on that one.
The pedigree was. I don't know why the fuck. You did, and I know why I did that move. I stole it from Triple H, but it was like that was one where I should have been like, "Let's not do that."
Yeah.
If I could go back in time, my finishing move, I would steal Kenny Omega's running knee. That would be my finishing move. Running knee to the fucking side of the face, kick you in the shin, knock you down, hit you with a running knee, pin you. Because that's so fucking easy. That's so fucking easy. Like the F5 knockoff that I had, that move was hard too.
Yeah.
Because it was like if you didn't get the right rotation, or if somebody sandbagged you, like the time Leon sandbagged me and I yelled at him, dead weighted me, trying to give him it. And he go to throw him and he just goes, "Pwomp."
I mean, I don't know that any of us would have done anything like that because we were all about wrestling moves. We weren't about MMA wrestling stuff wasn't a thing then, except for like Ken Shamrock.
The running knee stuff.
Yeah.
I agree. But that would have been like I look back on my things like I wish I would have had a submission and a running knee. Like those are the two things I wish I would have had because that would have been so much easier than some of the shit like we tried to do. And some of us were weird about finishers and had a lot of them. Leon's was easy, just do a choke slam. You're tall. Be a generic tall guy. But like and Borden got the super kick pretty early on, but he did some other shit for a while too. He had the Scorpion Deathlock. But yeah, I just wish going back in time, if I go back, it would be a running knee to the face. Just a real fucking weak one too. Just lay down,
knee trembler.
Lay down and sell my move. Oh, that's what I would have done. I think that'd have been good. Hindsight, because that's
Tony. You could have done the Regal styled one.
I should have done. I should have done the Vulcan death grip.
Yeah.
Grab a shoulder.
We should all.
Why did we never use a nerve lock for Nemo and Jeb?
Somebody had that.
That would have been fucking amazing. Just put that in. A tap or go out.
Who had that? Somebody had that. I don't know if it was a finisher.
I don't know who used. Leon probably.
I feel like Devo had that for a while.
I did it, but it was never for my finisher.
Right? Yeah, it was like a signature.
Devo had a choke slam. And then I don't know what he had. I don't remember. He was such a weird fucking character. He was kind of a jack of all trades of, hey, we need a guy to do this. We got Devo. Just make him fucking do it. That's really what he was.
Yeah, no, it's true.
What the fuck was Dwarfy's finishing move? I love Dwarfy. Dwarfy was so fucking hilarious.
I think it was the chop. Wasn't it the head chop?
Cow steroids! Fucking little Scotty. Stops the match. Cow steroids runs to the back. Out comes fucking Leon. It's just like, oh my god. That was the best gimmick ever.
It was.
He hit a growth spurt.
Then he'd just go in there and beat Scotty would just get his ass kicked, then run out of the ring and do that, and then Leon would just come in and fuck people up.
Yeah. It was a good gimmick.
It was so stupid.
Sort of offensive, but good.
Fun and dumb as fuck. I loved it.
I don't know if it was that offensive, but yeah, it was.
It's borderline. I'm not entirely sure.
Like that's what we were influenced by. We were influenced by the Attitude Era.
Yeah. And
that's what we were trying to do. And while so many other backyard feds went with the over-the-top violence, we weren't so good at that.
No.
We could dabble on it.
We could kind of do it.
Yeah, bleeding wasn't really our thing.
Nobody wanted to bleed. We had fake blood. Nobody saw the point of trying to bleed.
I wanted to bleed. You told me no.
And I was right.
Yes, you told me Bucko had a hard rule against that. I was like, all right.
Yeah, and we didn't need to do that. We had fake blood. Fake blood was fine. But and we didn't.
Or somebody popped a nose at some point. That was always fun.
Yeah, but it wasn't like we're gonna go and hit each other with light bulbs and barbed wire. Like that was never our thing.
No, because this shit's expensive.
It's expensive and it's brutal. And I think we learned.
We weren't gigging each other open either.
When we watched the show in those early days, the things that stuck out to me were always the fucking hilarious characters. It was the Brood. It was Town and Bud that stuck out. It was
character work.
It was Jensen being Big Daddy V or whatever the hell he was. Big Daddy coming out doing weird shit.
Yeah.
It was Rex. It was that that was the stuff that was good. So when
it was entertainment.
Like when we brought Orgasmo in, it was about the character and the look for him. It wasn't about making him, we focused so much more on that. And I think that's where we differed from a lot of those backyard promotions. We made characters and stories and tried to.
Yeah, we never did no light tubes.
No, because it just wasn't our. Rainville and I had some hardcore matches that were intense.
Hard hitting.
Yeah.
But they were never. I think that the first one that we had where we went through all that shit and I hit him with all that shit. And him and I watched that back, and we were just like, what the fuck is this? Like, yeah, I hit you with all this stuff, but there's no
substance
to it. What am I remembering?
Remember when I think it was I had Bud throw me through the wall?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was thrilled with that. Yeah, that's great. Totally fucking great. But again, like we did stuff like that, but we did it way more. It was way more. We didn't do it that often, so when we did it, it actually mattered.
It was intentional,
you know,
when we did it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. There was a point to it. It wasn't just we don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're just gonna hit each other with this shit, which I think is what some of those people did.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of that stuff was. Yeah, that garbage wrestling thing.
And we weren't great, but we weren't garbage. We had a lot of character development. We had a lot of stuff like that. We had storylines. We had stuff to follow. We were always trying to go somewhere. It was about putting together a whole show, and that was kind of what I appreciated because we weren't just, And even as we progressed further and further, those hardcore matches became fewer and fewer.
Mm-hmm.
You were more likely to. We had those garbage.
And if they happened, there was a reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
Those garbage can lids that we had that we used to steal chairs, like those were perfect. Things. But we never walloped one another with those. Like it was pretty weak.
Yeah,
the way we used those. But those were perfect. Even the hardcore match that Brainville and I had at the end, the last one where it was the 3 fall that was hardcore. We didn't really go over the top. There wasn't really anything because we were trying to tell a story. We weren't trying to. And I think we became storytellers at some point, and that hardcore stuff just kind of faded out. I muted myself.
You did.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that you.
I know it's past my.
Town was the one who needed to get to bed, and me.
I know.
And Leon are the ones who are yawning.
Hey.
Yeah, I didn't sleep as much as I wanted to, but I did sleep. And I'm here.
You made it. You made it on time. You made it before me.
I know. I'm gonna regret this tomorrow. I'm gonna send you guys messages tomorrow saying "fuck you guys."
Okay.
I'll still be up.
Probably not gonna do that. Probably not gonna do that.
I'm telling you, just sleep in your room. Should we run this? Should we run this one home? Or?
Do we have anything else to add? I mean, we got this got good at somehow. It went from shit to like good. Like we saved it. I don't know what the fuck happened.
We started talking about WWA because that's.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We started talking about Leon botching moves,
and then it went up from there.
An endless source of entertainment.
Leon, did you ever rip your pants in WWA? Like split the crotch?
I did. Not the crotch. I always split my. I think I split my ass. Not my ass, but the ass of my pants.
I did, and I always wore those like I wore like black jean shorts for Wargasmo most of the time, and I never even split those.
Do you remember our tie-dye sweatpant look for the Brood? Mm-hmm. And the fucking I don't know if you remember. I bought the big knee braces.
Oh yeah,
that I started wearing, which were fucking the greatest thing I ever did. I felt so much better in those. When I gave I think it was Payne, when we were beating the shit out of Payne, I was giving him a bunch of stunners once, and my brace got caught in my pants and ripped my pants, and I pretty much lost my pants in the middle of the ring. But I had a pair of shorts on underneath, so I was like, okay. I remember that. That was fucking funny.
County had a wardrobe malfunction.
My old Brood pants that were just getting. I love those fucking things, though. They were amazing.
I don't have any idea where mine are. I know where my shirt is.
I know where my shirt is. My shirt's in my closet.
Yeah,
dude.
I know where I still have my hardcore shirt.
My mom, for my birthday.
Yeah.
She is for birthday and Christmas. She has taken to. She'll send baked goods, and she'll send a card. And she's the last, like 2 or 3 years, at least, she's taken to also sending random things that I still have, like in storage bins and shit at their house.
Yeah.
And I just want y'all to get a gander at this shit.
Oh Jesus!
Spank bank material. Right
Love
there.
it.
I completely I was, what the fuck is in there? So I'm like, holy fuck! I forgot that I ever even had this.
That's awesome. You find old shit like
great.
that.